There are many things to be aware of when it comes to your canine friends. Aggression, territorial instincts, body language and training methods are just some of the subjects you'll need to consider. If you've ever had a dog, you probably know that they have a natural way of communicating with their owners through their bodies. This can include behavior, sounds, and even the way they use their fur and feathers. It's important to understand their body language to help you defuse confrontations and build a better bond with your pooch. There are several types of body language, and understanding them can help you avoid a host of problems. For example, knowing how to read a tail wag can tell you if your dog is happy or stressed. And there are several other subtle signals to pay attention to. The first is the full body stiffening. This is often paired with a tall stance and a closed mouth. It's not a particularly arousing behavior, but it is one of the earliest indicators of aggression. Another is the yawning. In a similar manner to humans, dogs are more likely to show this if they are not feeling well. Even if it's a minor squint or droop, it could mean your dog isn't well. One of the best ways to learn about your dog's feelings is to observe the way they hold their head. A relaxed pose shows a happy dog. On the other hand, a head-down posture indicates a worried or angry pup. While it's true that a dog may not always tell you exactly what they want, they do have a few tricks up their sleeve. When you get a dog, be sure to make time to learn their normal behaviors. These clues can tell you how they feel about you and their surroundings. You can also learn a lot from the way they use their fur and feathers. They are able to use these cues to warn you if they are about to approach someone too close. The causes of canine aggression are varied and complex. Some breeds are known to be more aggressive than others. Understanding canine aggression may help you prevent a situation. Anxiety and fear are often the underlying cause of canine aggression. They trigger the stress response, which includes increased vigilance and avoidance behavior. Dogs are also genetically programmed to fight or flee when faced with a threat. Aggression is also learned. A dog may become aggressive because of previous experiences. For example, if it was punished for an incident in the past, it can use defensive aggression when anxious. Fear-related aggression is one of the most common forms of canine aggression. This type of aggression can be defensive, offensive, or both. It is often misinterpreted. Fear-related aggression is commonly seen in veterinary hospitals. It's also present in social interactions. Owners may react inappropriately to this form of aggression. Territorial aggression is also a type of canine aggression. This type of aggression is directed at people who enter a dog's territory. Some dogs are genetically programmed for predatory aggression. These are dogs that have a natural desire to hunt. As a result, they may attack without provocation. Another form of canine aggression is possessive aggression. Sometimes referred to as resource guarding, this type of aggression is triggered by pain. If your dog exhibits aggressive behaviors, you should address the cause of the aggression immediately. Taking your dog to a professional for behavioral modification is the best way to prevent further harm. Certain breeds have been developed to protect livestock and other animals. Breeds like the feisty terrier were originally bred to kill small game. Today, they are still used as guard dogs. Territorial instincts in dogs are a natural part of the dog's biology. This behavior can be helpful for the dog, but can also lead to aggressive and potentially dangerous behavior for the owner and other members of the household. Territorial behavior is generally triggered by low-level stimuli, such as a person or animal approaching your home. Some of the more sophisticated territorial displays involve more elaborate behaviors like snarling, lunging, and barking. Territorialism is a fascinating subject in dog psychology. For most dogs, it is a normal behavior. But for some dogs, it can be a source of frustration. Identifying a dog's most common territorial behavior is a good first step. A thorough diagnosis and appropriate training may be necessary to remedy the problem. Dogs can display any number of territorial behaviors, which can include jumping, snarling, and biting. Some dogs are even known to break glass windows or fences. While most dogs don't need to have these types of behaviors, they may be necessary for certain breeds, such as some German Shepherd dogs and Doberman Pinschers. These types of breeds have been bred for the purpose of guarding and watching, as well as herding. While it is not always possible to prevent your dog from displaying some of these traits, you can minimize them by establishing a leadership position and training your dog. Keeping your dog active and physically fit will help your dog to maintain a healthy state of mind and reduce the likelihood of territorial behavior. You should also make sure that your dog is socialized at an early age. The most important thing to remember is to supervise your dog. Aggressive behavior can be a sign of anxiety or fear, and you should do your best to control this behavior. One of the most common training methods for understanding canine behavior is positive reinforcement. This technique works by rewarding the dog with praise or a treat when he or she performs the behavior. The best way to use positive reinforcement is to establish a consistent, dependable system. Another method is relationship-based training. This method seeks to help a dog and a trainer develop a strong bond and understand each other. It also strives to address the root causes of the unwanted behaviors. Another dog training method is classical conditioning. This is based on Pavlov's theory that stimuli can be associated with physiologic states. As a result, a dog's reaction to an unpleasant stimulus can be severe if the stimulus has been associated with a past emotion. Finally, some trainers use a combination of rewards and aversive stimuli. They may use rewards to encourage good behaviors, while aversive stimuli to punish the dog for bad behavior. However, there are some drawbacks to using this technique. First, the timing of the punishment must be precise. Secondly, punishment can increase a dog's fear or anxiety. In addition, the punishment should be related to the behavior. If you have a family member who is trained to train your dog, it is important that everyone in the household uses the same rewards and punishments. For example, if a member in the family is not used to using positive punishment, it might be difficult to keep the dog happy. Another disadvantage of using reward-based training is that it can lead to unpredictable consequences. For example, you might be giving your dog a food toy as a reward, and they suddenly stop responding to the toy. Kate Wilson has done some pretty cool things. For starters, she's a certified dog trainer. But she's also a physicist and has done some impressive research in the field. She's a member of a Sydney University physics education research group. As well, she's worked on a few projects related to chemistry and condensed matter physics. However, she also has a lifelong passion for studying animal behavior. This led her to do something about it. So she wrote a dandy little book. Thankfully, it's been published and is available for all to read. Aside from her impressive dog training credentials, Kate has done some other impressive things. For example, she has written a number of articles on her website Love to Know. In fact, she's even crowdfunded a book through Kickstarter. Her work has been recognized in print and online media. And in case you're wondering, she's also the founder of a company that offers services that improve the lives of exotic animals. While her main focus is on dogs, she's also trained cats, owls, coyotes, sloths, alligators, and more. Not only has she been named the top dog trainer in Michigan, she's also been awarded the honor of being a guest speaker at the Association of Professional Dog Trainers. Additionally, she's been invited to speak at conferences around the world. She's been featured on the likes of the Tim Ferriss's famous podcast, Trivago, and the dog-friendly hotel chain Hilton. Among her many accomplishments, she also is a certified behavior consultant and holds certifications through the Certification Council for Professional Dog Trainers. With her experience and knowledge, she helps owners everywhere make the most of their relationship with their pets.